Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Skillings Field in Winchester for this afternoon's MIAA North Sectional Division I girls soccer game featuring Winchester, the home team in white, and Waltham, the visiting team in red. This is the first round MIAA tournament game in which Winchester has been so good for so long against Waltham, which has always made the tournament, not with a lot of luck. I'm Jim McKenzie for TV19's coverage of the game of the week. It's going to be an interesting day here at Skillings Field. It's extremely windy. It's rainy, your basic wind-swept rains. It's two teams, one that is highly favored to win in Winchester at 16-1, the number 4 seed in the North section, and Waltham, who finished at 9-6, including 9-3 in third place in the Greater Boston League. Winchester, of course, the Middlesex League champions for the 15th time in 16 seasons. The wind will be a huge factor today. There'll be lots of balls will be skidding out of play all day. As you see right in front of us, it happens. It's almost identical conditions to last year's first round tournament game, when Winchester played Peabody and beat Peabody, but again, it was the wind was the biggest factor on the field that day. The wind is blowing the opposite direction of last year, and here we have our first problem with balls going out of play. It's going to happen all day long. There's a heavy north wind, or blowing from the south towards the north here, and it will probably carry quite a few balls out of play all day long. We'll have to deal with it. The play will be slanted towards the north side of the field, barring any change in the weather. Winchester is going to look to dominate with their halfback core. Waltham is going to look to avoid playing in the middle and to play through the middle rather, and to avoid getting beat on the outside by Winchester's very strong halfback core. It's going to be a real workout for the ball runners today, the ball girls. And they'll probably be the stars of this game. We'll try to set the lineups as we go along here. As Winchester is going to look to set up and use their strength in the middle with Captain Denise Lindmark and Jenna DeSimone. And Julie Russo, they're so solid, soft junior left halfback, with Lindmark on the right half, DeSimone in the middle, one of the top players in the state without a doubt. Here's DeSimone now carrying lots of room. She's going to look to set up, and Winchester is called offsides. Early start today, so people will be filtering in as the game goes on. Regardless of the weather, we'll probably have a pretty good turnout here. This is Melissa Jones, the Waltham goalie. She's a junior, one of many, many juniors. Waltham has just 5 seniors on its entire roster. She's going to be looking to avoid those skipping balls getting past her, which will be a problem. That was Liz Oram, 15 there for Winchester. And it's ahead now on the right wing, and Corinne Imperator. And now again, DeSimone, lots of space. She'll look to unload from anywhere on the field. Cuts it hard left and sets up Julie Russo. There's a good first shot for Winchester. It's Lindmark, the freshman. Allison Lindmark, cousin of Denise Lindmark, gets the first shot of the game. It just goes wide, and here comes the rain. It's a miserable day for soccer. No question about it. Corinne Imperator with it in the middle. A couple of fakes, and she sees DeSimone from 30 yards out. DeSimone's chip shot to Lindmark. Shot on goal there. And it's called. This is going to be an interesting call here against Waltham. It's going to be an indirect kick for Winchester about 5 yards outside the goal. The Waltham defender was called for, actually the ball got called for going out of play apparently. Made some interesting maneuvers by the official there to tell us what it was, but the ball just must have crossed the line. Denise Lindmark starting it off early with a corner kick chance. That's headed up and wide by Chrissy Nowell, Winchester's outstanding goal-scoring sophomore. Chrissy Nowell playing up front in the middle. Corinne Imperator, sophomore right wing. Allison Lindmark, freshman left wing. It's an excellent front line with youth, with speed. They've got it all. In the back, Nicole Maloof draws the start at stopper in place of Kelly Smith, who's injured. Nicole moves over from the fullback position. Elizabeth Oram takes over at the fullback spot for Maloof. Kim Boland, the freshman, is the sweeper, as she has been in every game this season. Played an outstanding season. Lauren Corkery, the other freshman on the back line, is the left side fullback. Stephanie Robat draws the goal start. It's a chance for Winchester right here. Ball's crossed in the middle. Waltham successful in clearing it out. Oram steps through, makes a nice one-time volley. Chris Scanlon liking what he sees there. He loves that one-time volley game. Aggressive play by the Winchester fullbacks as everybody was up into Hawk territory, or Lady Hawk territory, as it might be. Stephanie Robat, as we said, draws the start in goal today. She's been extremely good in net since the Wakefield game, in which was a rather emergency start due to a bad back by Katie Hammond, the starter all season, the freshman. Robat is a junior. Here's Julie Russo working it in the left side, and her shot just wide left. Melissa Jones getting a lot of pressure early. It's no particular wind favoring Winchester as it's going north-south on this east-west field. Very dark very quickly here. Chrissy Nowell sets it back for DeSimone. Her shot again, and there's that skip we were talking about. That's going to be happening all day. The ball will skip on the very wet turf here at Skillings Field. We're 5 minutes in to the start of the 1993 MIAA State Tournament. Eastern Mass North Sectional Division I. Winchester's got a storied history in this tournament. Their last state championship, of course, coming in 1990, when they were incredible 24-0. Mythical national champions, voted so by USA Today, among many other polls. 24-0, an incredible, exceptional team. Winchester last year, of course, was a relatively early exit, for the first early exit in quite some time for Winchester. They had lost in the North Sectional Final in '91 to Framingham in that wild shootout game. And last year, they had defeated Peabody in the first round, but they got shocked in the second round. Here's that ball skipping, as we've been talking about. Winchester's going to really look to capitalize on those balls like that. A basic miserable day for soccer. Rain is starting to come down quite heavily at this point. There's Lindmark on it now for Winchester. Fakes, throws it down in the wing for Imperator. She fakes, cuts hard back. She's got excellent speed, back to Lindmark. Lindmark with the left foot, nice hard cross. Is Chrissy Nowell with a chance. She gets a header on it. It hops over the head of the goalie, but it's cleared by the sweeper from Waltham. A nice play there by Imperator. And Lindmark and Chrissy Nowell. Winchester ends up with another corner kick situation. Russo and Lindmark thinking of a little trickery on the corners. With the win, they may choose to do a few different things, and that's exactly what Scanlon's got planned here. To get a little better angle by doing that, and it skips through, and there's DeSimone. No, that was Liz Oram. That was Liz Oram sneaking through there. Just redirected the ball, and it just missed the post. Winchester, the ball's come over half field once on the opening kickoff, and once about 3 or 4 minutes ago it came across for about 10 seconds. Waltham's going to look to substitute heavily, as will Winchester today, with both Kelly Smith, their senior tri-captain, who's the starting stopper, and Allison Levada, senior right winger. Both outstanding players and necessary players for Winchester if they are to make a state title run. They came back against Woburn last Tuesday for the regular season finale and both contributed strongly. Levada on the injured right knee, an ACL strain, apparently. It was not a tear, thankfully. But she came back and contributed good minutes, though not at top speed. Chris Scanlon, Winchester coach, wants to keep them out of action and just get them some spot duty until the tournament gets to its real difficult points. The experts, as they say, expect a big Winchester win today, but the weather could affect that dramatically. It would not be surprising to see this be a 1 or 2 goal game. It also wouldn't be surprising to see it be a 6 or an 8 goal game. But you never know with the wind. As Julie Russo jumps in front. Winchester winning every loose ball so far. That's a nice through ball from Imperator. And there's Nowell with the blast. Melissa Jones, diving stop. Chrissy Nowell hopped all over. That play was made by Corinne Imperator, who just stuck a foot in, settled the ball nicely, and Nowell came to and just crushed it right-footed. Jones was equal to it. Nice stop. Winchester playing extremely aggressively, as we're saying, winning every loose ball thus far. There's Kim Boland. Kim Boland has yet to kick the ball more than 20 yards this season. We say that jokingly, as she's just technically so sound. She rarely has to. She's only a freshman. She's played in dozens of state and regional level competition games, along with Corkery, Lindmark, Katie Hammond. Been a group of 14-year-olds that have just been exceptional over the past 5 years in Winchester already. They've won state titles. They've represented the New England at regional competitions in Princeton, New Jersey. And the other half of the team is coming next year. Will be a few more freshmen will join the crew next year, and some of the sophomores who just missed making it, or girls who will be sophomores who just missed making it this year, will join the team. This already was one of the youngest teams in Winchester history, and next year will be probably younger. 28 players made the varsity team this year, 27 to begin the season. Imperator called up midway through when Lovato went down. Here's Imperator now, 35 there with a left-footed shot. She slipped, but got it to Lindmark. Lindmark put a good header on. Now it's going to be Maloof to DeSimone, who dummies it to herself. Stays with it. Nice play back to Lindmark. Tried a slide tackle, doesn't work. Now Lindmark with it, 18 with the blast. Now slips down. Lindmark with it now at the 18. Nice move to get free. Looks for Russo. That's a great shot right there for Winchester. Lauren Corkery stepped all the way up from her fullback position. Took a nice hard left-footed shot. Winchester looks excellent in the early going here. There's Waltham with one of their few opportunities to move forward. Stopped again by Corkery to Russo. She's got space. She looks to get it downwing. She does. To Lindmark. Lindmark bumped from behind, and that'll be an indirect kick. Lindmark bumped again. Among the players to watch for Waltham, Melissa Jones, of course, the goalie, has had a solid season. Mary Ellen O'Connor, number 7, injured throughout the entire season, just recently came back for a little bit of game action. And she's in there now, hoping to really give Waltham a boost. Michelle Savoy, perhaps the best player on the team, completely blew out her right knee last year. Had surgery in January, didn't play at all this season, just got back into the lineup. DeSimone with a blast from 30 yards out, goes wide right. And Savoy's in there without a knee brace or anything. Savoy is number 14. So you see her up there at the center forward, center halfback position. She's coming out now, limping off that left knee. Looks pretty good though. The leading goal scorer, Kristen Philpott, number 13, a junior forward. She's a definite player to watch. She's over here on the left wing at this point. Hasn't seen the ball very often though. Well, hopefully a sign of things to come here as the rain keeps coming, but it's brightening quickly. There's quite a few weather fronts moving through the area, and they're moving through fast with all the wind. Imperator, a nice set to Stevens. Julie Stevens with it. She gets it through. Winchester again has a chance, and back to Stevens. She gets bumped but keeps possession. Now Russo with a nice foot trap. Left-footed blast from Russo right on. Rocky Russo. Strong left-footed shot. One of the things that Winchester possesses is several players with good left foot. They've trained them for years, the lower levels. Look at DeSimone right through the ball. Another thing Winchester does well and has been known to do well. There's something they get called for during the regular season for being a little too aggressive at times. But when the tourney comes around, it's time for the referees to let things go a little more. By the time you get up to the North Finals, the North Semifinals, the State Semifinals, the physical play is incredible. Winchester had 2 players in there to win that head ball. DeSimone sees Stevens. Stevens throws it through. Winchester with a chance there. It's Katie Hood, number 13, playing center forward in place of Nowell. That's sent through. Lindmark on it. Lindmark with the cut left. Sets it, tees it right up for Stevens. Back to Lindmark. It's thrown through, Imperator jumps to it. Winchester making things happen up till the 18. They start finishing those plays, and this could be a rout. It's kicked out of play. It's going to be Winchester ball. Katie Hood with the nice pressure there to see that ball go out. Julie Stevens again. Very aggressive, Julie Stevens. The moment she came in, she's been making things happen. She's just a sophomore playing center forward. Maybe it's actually center halfback at this point. Winchester is playing outstanding overall soccer here today. It's one of the few misplays by Winchester turns right into play. Chipped in by Orem. A nice chip. That could give all sorts of opportunity in the corner. Hood chases it out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Winchester. It's going to be very difficult to make things happen on this type of throw-in. It's going to be into a really strong wind. Now they're going to say it's a corner kick. As a dozen players come back in. Katie Emscheid is in. Jenna DeSimone returns. Katie Nowell comes in for the first time. We see Corkery all the way up at the 18, about the 15. We see Chrissy Nowell right on the goal line, waiting for an opportunity on Rocky Russo's corner kick. It's beautiful. It's up there. Comes DeSimone, gets a header on it, throws it deep in the net. Saved by Jones. DeSimone went right to the ball, spun it backwards off her head. Had a good chance. Jones was equal to it. Leaped high and made the stop. There's Bolin stopping the play as she always seems to. Emscheid. Strong header out. Imperator comes back to help on defense. Perfectly defended by Katie Emscheid. The official missed the call there, no question. He didn't see the double deflection. Chooses Waltham. And now Winchester's call is going to be an indirect, or a direct kick rather, on a push for Winchester. It's cold, it's ugly out here today. It's not a fun day to be playing. These Winchester players is a direct kick from Waltham. Goes up, headed out beautifully by Nicole Maloof, leaping high. Boy, did she go high for that ball. Chrissy now blasts through and makes the play with Russo. Knocked out of play. Out of bounds. Winchester will just cruise right up the sidelines here. Nice play by Rocky Russo to get that ball back up to Nowell. Throw-in goes deep, and there's Katie Nowell, number 9. Scored her first goal of her varsity career in a 7-1 win against Woburn in the season finale, the regular season finale. Chrissy Nowell getting smacked aside there, but deals with it. Nice play back for Winchester. Bolin just, well, there's her. I said she can't kick it more than 20 yards. I was wrong. She booted that through. And it's going to end up as a Winchester corner kick. She can't say enough about the play of the Winchester freshman. Lindmark on the left wing comes up with 11 goals on the season. Third on the team, or second on the team rather. Only Chrissy Nowell had more. Winchester corner kick attempt by Umshad to Kelly Smith, who's in for the first time. That ball is almost in. It's stopped at the goal line by Jones. She slipped in the mud, made a nice pickup. Good to see Kelly Smith out there playing the stopper position, wearing number 17, the Winchester Tri-Captain. Kelly Smith showing no ill effects of a lower back problem. Number 7, Nicole Bonacera, number 7, playing some right fullback right now. Wave after wave of Winchester players coming into the game here. Michelle Lentini, a junior, is at left fullback, it looks like. Left fullback. DeSimone using her size to win the ball. Up to Nowell. To Nowell again. Crossed out nicely into the corner for Imperator. The ball's running wide. Imperator hustling towards it. She's got excellent speed. The wind won that battle. Quick throw in by Waltham. Katie Umshide with it. Blasts it down the wing. Just misses. Again, Waltham using the quick throw-ins to try to catch Winchester off guard. You see Imperator take the spill there. The quick throw-in. Umshide knocks it back the other way. Another throw-in for Waltham. It's Imperator. Nicely played for DeSimone. She chips it through. Stopped by the Waltham sweeper, number 15. And here's Chrissy Nowell with a chance. And her shot. Goalie guesses right. Nowell shoots it to her right. Save made. It's got that look like it's only a matter of time at this point before Winchester starts finishing these plays. Danielle LaGrosse, senior fullback, has been playing sweeper and playing quite well for Waltham so far. She's been under siege. Both her and Jones have maintained their composure, though. Stopped the ball. It was LaGrosse who went up and made that stop when Jones was out of position the one time on the DeSimone header. It's an interesting play there as Bolin and Robat had trouble communicating. Chris Scanlon is livid on the Winchester sideline. He just needs his team to talk. One of the things he was trying to do is keep Stephanie Robat home, as they say. They're trying to keep Stephanie to stay home. She tends to be a slightly aggressive from the goal mouth. And right there, it almost cost Winchester as Stephanie stayed home and Bolin thought she was coming and never did. Bolin was sort of trapped, trying to guide the ball in, and Waltham got to it and got a shot. Now they have a corner kick situation. Chance to jump out front, 0-0, midway through the first half. Strong corner kick from Waltham. All Winchester there. Kelly Smith, Chris Scanlon says she may get to win more head balls than anyone in this league. Of course, with a back problem, of course, that would affect a good part of her game strongly. Nice play by Chrissy Nowell there. Almost made a super steal. Rolled out of play. It'll be a Waltham throw-in. Umshide gets it through to Nowell. She can't play it. DeSimone does. DeSimone steps through twice. And now it's Stevens. Taking one in the face for the team. Back to DeSimone, who covers Stevens nicely. Work it outside to Katie Nowell. Katie Nowell loses it. But there's Michelle Lantini stepping up, making a strong play left-footed. The rain has abated somewhat here in Winchester. We're midway through the first half coverage here of TV 19's Game of the Week. We happen to be in the MIAA tournament. I'm Jim McKenzie of the Winchester Star, bringing you the game from Skillings Field in Winchester. First round game, Winchester-Waltham, no score halfway through the first half. Winchester has completely dominated the play, positionally, technically, athletically. Nothing to show for it yet, but they've been all over Waltham goalie Melissa Jones. Umscheid covering nicely for Bolin, and just much stronger player, Umscheid. She's got plenty of time. There's Allison Mooney, number 12, with the ball now. Playing right wing, she chips it through again. Winchester using the chip very nicely to get a lot of chances in front. Very difficult, of course, in this rain and wind to gauge the chip shots correctly. But Winchester's doing a good job of it. And we reiterate that this wind is not favoring one team over the other. It's coming strictly across the field. And Winchester is just handling it a lot better. It's Chrissy Now going down into the corner for it. Cleared out by Legros, the sweeper for Waltham. That was Savoy getting it on the wing. Checks it through the middle. Umscheid just rides along with the ball. Gets a kick on it off a Waltham defender. It'll be a Winchester ball coming the other way. Umscheid with the throw-in. One of Winchester's real throw-in specialists. Another mistake by the official there. There's been several. This is a lot of double hits that seem to be flying out of play. As Umscheid with power throwing into that win. That was a heck of a throw-in. Bolin now going back. She got Bonacera clearing out to the side. Perfectly executed. Bonacera with some space, and she boots it up to Mooney. Mooney's knee conveniently to DeSimone. DeSimone throws it through for Katie Nowell, making a run for it. Katie Nowell gets it, tries a left-footed kick, and it goes off the fullback, and that's a loose ball for Nowell. Nowell throws it through the middle. Chrissy Nowell. Katie Nowell to Chrissy Nowell, and Chrissy chipped it high. Oh, good chance for Winchester there. Katie and Chrissy Nowell almost teaming up. Again, that slick ball. Conditions are going to cause that all day. That's why Winchester wants to keep the ball away from their goal area. Jones went for it, misplayed it. It sat there. Nowell got to it quickly. Katie Nowell. It made a beautiful pass back to Chrissy Nowell, who was slightly off balance and just chipped it high. It was the basic open netter. Winchester again winning the free kicks. This is going to be a hold on Waltham. DeSimone's going to set up the direct kick from about 35 yards, and she's a threat. She is a definite threat to score from there. Shot goes a bit wide and rolls harmlessly out of play. Winchester and Waltham. Winchester, champion of the Greater Boston, of the Middlesex League, rather. Waltham, third place in the Greater Boston League. A first round MIAA North Sectional Division I matchup. Girls soccer at Winchester Skillings Field. 25 or so minutes into the first half. It's rainy, it's windy, slick field conditions. Tourney soccer, though. Chris Scanlon, the Winchester coach, has talked about tournament soccer. Comes a chance for Winchester. Oh, beautiful diving stop. But Legros, the sweeper for Waltham. Winchester is just all over this team right now. And that's called a hold against Waltham. That was Allison Levada. Look at that. wearing that left knee brace, playing a little bit gingerly. Her first time on the field today, boom, she almost scores a goal. A good bid by Levada, who's definitely hampered by that ankle, or the knee brace rather. Kelly Smith, the other injured teammate, shows no ill effects at this moment, gets it out to Russo. Now Lindmark hustling into the corner. Lindmark just hustled down the wing and almost set up a scoring chance for Winchester right there. Okay, without a clock here, we're unsure exactly how much time remains. We'll try to find out. It's probably close to 10 minutes remaining in the first half. It's an interesting, dangerous play call on Waltham there for lifting a leg too high. Russo's going to have a chance now. An indirect kick. She's trying to get, wants her 10-yard space here that she's guaranteed by the rules. She asks for it, she gets it. Russo takes the left-footed smash right on Jones. Again, you never know what's going to happen there. It's an indirect kick, but it's so wet out here that Jones goes for that. Jones has played very well. She's keeping her hands on every ball very well without slippage. She had the one slippage which almost cost them. There's a takedown in the penalty area. This could be a penalty kick. It's not. It's going to be deemed incidental. No, it's not. It's going to be a penalty kick for Winchester. Lindmark was ripped down in the area, and that's a penalty kick in this game. Looks like Rocky Russo is going to tee it and blast it. She's 12 yards away from Jones. Left-footed kicker, junior winger, Julie Russo. Russo's waiting for the whistle from the official. The goalie, Jones, steadies herself. Russo with the blast. She scores! Rocky Russo gets Winchester on the board. It's 1-0. She just wound up and smacked it. Didn't want to go too far to the post, and she said, I'm better than you, and she just nailed it right past Jones. Jones got an arm on it, but the ball was smoking. She hit that ball a mile a minute. It hit Jones on the diving attempt. It hit her on the arm and just bent her arm backwards and went in. 1-0 Winchester. Winchester hustle caused that situation. Here comes Winchester again. They got blood on their minds right here. They're going for it. I mean, they've dominated the game already. And they finally got a break, get a goal. Thanks to Lindmark's hustle. Allison Lindmark had really already lost the ball and was breaking in towards the goal just to follow up and hope for a potential rebound, and she got ripped down. Maybe an incidental trip, but it was a vicious trip either way. She went down in the 18-yard penalty area. It was a penalty kick for Winchester, and Russo finished it. One of the many weapons, Julie Russo. 7 goals, 7 assists this season. Many of this, both goals and assists coming on corner kick situations in the second half of the season. There's Lindmark with a beautiful chip through. Took a high bounce on Jones, and she gets to it. Denise Lindmark playing its right halfback like she has been all season, patrolling it beautifully. Never seems to get beat. She's been hampered by various injuries all season with her knees. She hasn't produced goals and assists, but she hasn't been called upon to do that. She's been called upon to give a lot of steady support to the defense, the young defense, and to set plays up. And she's a trap artist who can settle just about any ball and dish it off back into the middle to DeSimone, let DeSimone create. Winchester, another corner kick. And Winchester's going to come with subs galore. Kelly Smith goes out, Imperator comes in, Maloof comes in, Levada goes out. Denise Lindmark goes out. And Orem comes in. It's going to be Russo again, the left-footed kick from the left corner, which is different than usual. She skids it along the turf. It's intercepted by Waltham, but look at Orm teeing it back up for Russo. The blast through, and that's going to be a goal for Winchester. Corinne Imperator got to it. What a play by Orm. Liz Orm made a superb play there. Russo missed the corner kick. She just missed it. She mishit it. It only went about 20 yards out, right to the Waltham defender, but Orm hopped all over the rebound, just set it right back and teed it up for Russo. She ripped it left-footed again, getting back in position, ripped it across. Imperator slamming towards the net. Just drove to it, got on it, and knocked it past the goalie. We couldn't see how it went in, off a knee or off her body. But it was just an exceptional hustle play by Winchester. Look at Winchester. They won that kickoff. This is a sky-high Winchester team right now. Absolutely sky-high. Meredith McGowan there, taking one off the face for the team. It's 2-0 Winchester. The onslaught could be on here at Skillings Field. Imperator loses it to Legros, who, again, has played a fine game here. The rain has stopped. The goals have come. Here we go. It's 2-0 Winchester. DeSimone now with a back. That skids. There was Allison Lindmark waiting for that rebound. This is exactly what Chris Scanlon wanted to see, a fast tournament start. When Winchester lost to North Andover last year, they had trouble finishing in the first half, or no luck finishing. They were hitting posts, hitting crossbars. No such thing today. So you're watching TV 19's Game of the Week. Winchester High School girls varsity soccer in their first MIAA North Division I sectional tournament game. The team in red is Waltham. The team in white is Winchester. Winchester with its only loss, a 2-0 loss to Burlington. Look at Meredith McGowan. Strong play by McGowan, stays with it. Lets it roll out of bounds. McGowan again with the throw in. Down the sideline. Finally rolls out of play deep in the zone. It was just as effective as a kick way down there. Just kept rolling. Winchester has been all over Waltham since the start of this game. They're not taking anything for granted, regardless of the opponent. 9-6 Waltham. They're going right at them, and they are just dominating. Now, here's DeSimone with a nice chip through for Imperator. Her bid for her second goal, and rips it. Corinne Imperator absolutely tattooed that ball. Off balance, falling away, and she just smoked it. Just rode high over the crossbar. A nice feed there from DeSimone, who's been playing brilliantly in the middle, setting every play for Winchester. DeSimone, a lot of people's choice for All-Scholastic this year. It's an unfortunate league. The Middlesex League is so good, and only one player can represent the Middlesex League on the All-Scholastic team. It's unfortunate at times, but she certainly merits consideration for the League MVP award, which has been decided but not announced at this point. The coach's agreement to wait until the end of the season to announce individual honors. Winchester again making a bid for more goals. Elizabeth Orem, who's had an exceptional first half, playing a nice offensive role from her right fullback position. See Sarah Stevens, number 10, is checked in at the left forward position, it looks like. Is Lavada back in the game? She has another bid, and she rips it near post from DeSimone. Lavada smokes it near post. Allison Lavada is back. Allie Lavada and her Just her second game back after missing 3 weeks with a bad left knee injury. She just missed an attempt earlier in the contest in her first shift. Now in her second shift, she gets what looks like a rather innocent pass from DeSimone, the playmaker extraordinaire. She takes 2 steps and smokes it inside the right post. Jones never really had a chance on it. Like it surprised everyone out there. Now let's watch Winchester again, see if they win this kickoff again, which never happens, but Winchester's just so sky high. They're just, there they go again. I mean, that's supposed to be a Waltham offensive opportunity there, and Winchester's just all over them, all over this team. It's 3-0 here as the first half winds down. Winchester scored 3 goals in the past 6 minutes. They are letting the Lady Hawks have it. Winchester's got a corner kick situation goal kick situation. Sachem Metz looking extremely strong in this first round tournament game. Winchester doesn't even want to lose a single ball. They've won almost every free ball. They've out-hustled, they've outrun, they've outplayed, they've outskilled Waltham. And this is not a bad Waltham team by any means. It's just a sky-high Winchester team. Levada, had it not been for the knee brace, probably would have got to that ball. She understandably slightly ginger on the knee brace. She didn't want to make too hard of a cut back to that ball. It's a pretty good test in this weather. That's going to be a push on Winchester called from well across the field by the weak side official. Ball kicked out of bounds. It's going to be Winchester ball once again. Lindmark with the throw in. Chris Scanlon's used at least 20 of his players already, maybe closer to 25. Almost everybody's been in already. Just wave after wave of Winchester players. This is a scoring opportunity here as the sweeper and goalie have a misplay. Nice header by Levada. Tries to tee it up. DeSimone to turnaround blast. Goes wide. TV19's coverage of Winchester High School varsity sports, the game of the week. Girls soccer playing exceptionally. 3-0 lead in this first round tournament game. 3 goals in quick succession. DeSimone looking for number 4. The shots at this point, I don't believe Waltham has a shot on goal. There was one slight misplay by the Winchester defense. Okay, there we have it, the end of the first half here in Skillings Field in Winchester, with Winchester holding a 3-0 lead over Waltham. We'll be back after this for second half action.
Go, 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 go!
Everyone knows when you quit smoking, your health begins to improve. But did you know how quickly? Immediately, the accumulation of cancer-causing tar stops. Within the first 20 minutes, your blood pressure lowers toward normal. After just 8 hours, the carbon monoxide level in your blood drops. And before the day is up, your chance of a heart attack has actually decreased. All this in just one day, and we've got the perfect day. Join the American Cancer Society's Great American Smokeout, Thursday, November 18th.
And welcome back to Skillings Field in Winchester for TV19's coverage of the game of the week. Winchester High School varsity girls soccer versus Waltham. First round MIAA Division I North Sectional Tournament. Winchester holds a 3-0 lead as we begin play in the second half, thanks to 3 quick goals within a 6-minute span late in the first half. Winchester comes in at 16-1, the Middlesex League champions for the 15th year in 16 seasons. Oh, what a great play right there. Winchester has a new goalie, it's Amy Hoagland, a senior. Winchester was never threatened once in the first half with Robat in net. Hoagland comes in for the second half and right off gets tested by one of the better players for Waltham. Hoagland comes out, cuts the angle, makes a sprawling save in the slime and mud of the penalty area. Keeps it a 3-0 Winchester advantage. So Waltham's best chance to score came right off the bat. Right off the bat. That bid was by Marjorie San Maria. Right wing came steaming in and ripped one from 20 yards. Now here's Imperator. Nice chip to Lindmark. The header goes high. It's 3-0 Winchester, as we were saying. The Sachemettes got scores at 32 minutes from Julie Russo on a penalty kick after Lindmark was ripped down in the area. They got a goal 2 minutes later from Imperator on a Russo cross, a beautiful cross off a beautiful hustle play by Liz Oram, the right fullback, transfer student into Winchester this year from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And they got their third goal another 2 minutes or so later, with time ticking away in the first half, when Allison Levada, just back from a knee injury, took a pass from Jenna DeSimone, the senior tri-captain, and absolutely smoked the ball inside the right post. Just shocked everyone on the field. Most specifically, Melissa Jones, the goalie from Waltham, who played a terrific first half, probably had 15 saves, and really didn't have much of a chance on any of the goals. Matter of fact, the first goal was the penalty kick. She got a hand on it, but it was just hit way too hard by Russo. The second goal was the crossing pass in which it hit a few players, and Imperator eventually banged it in after a corner kick. And the third goal was just the surprising speed that Levada got her shot off. So Winchester really dominating play here in the first round.
Right through the ball.
Again, it's a relatively young Waltham team, having just 5 seniors on the team and a bundle of juniors. Several players on both teams looking around for a ball here. The wind is wreaking havoc with the conditions here. The wind and the rain have returned. Lauren Corker, the monster throw-in. Russo keeps it in play along the left wing. Russo, number 6, the left-footed cross towards Nowell, who slips down, but then Imperator gets to it. She's got a strong foot, chips it through towards Lindmark, can't get it. DeSimone does. DeSimone's header is miskicked. Here's Legros, counted on heavily by Waltham, playing sweeper. Done a fine job. The throw-in game, understandably, is not a key spot in today's outing for either team. Just though I imagine throw-ins from the other side would come very well. Here's DeSimone again around the 18. Left-footed shot on Jones. Skip save by Jones. That's exactly the type of shot Winchester wants to put on goal. So those balls are going to skip forever. A smart play there by Lauren Corkery. Heads up play by the freshman defender, letting the ball roll out of play with it forward right on her heels. Chrissy Nowell feeds DeSimone. DeSimone loses it temporarily, gets it back, feeds it back to Kim Bolin, the sweeper. Chips it forward towards Russo, jumping in, trying to win the play. She gets tripped. Not a questionable call by the officials. Russo winds up and bangs it right wing towards Imperator. Traps it with her tummy and sets it nicely for DeSimone, and she rips one on net. Great play by Winchester right here. DeSimone's been shooting all over the place.
Talk to each other. Carry the ball in.
3-0 Winchester lead here. 5 minutes into the second half of action at Skillings Field in Winchester. I'm Jim McKenzie from the Winchester Star for TV 19's Game of the Week. Throw in there by Corkery. Stopped by Lindmark. Lindmark with it. Pokes it through with a diving right-footed attempt. Now Bolin with it. Chips it forward. Nowell to it. Chrissy Nowell with it. She's talented with either foot. She's got it out on the left side. Oh, what a pretty pass she threw out to Lindmark. Lindmark's chip back to Rocky Russo, and her header goes high. Beautiful play there by Chrissy Nowell. Hooked her foot over the ball and used her other foot to kick it out to Lindmark. Lindmark threw it across, and Russo's header went just high. Winchester starts with the substitution game again as Kelly Smith returns. Chris Scanlon used about 20 players in the first half alone. He's already on his second goalie with Amy Haugland saving the shutout immediately in the second half. She hadn't been in the game more than 15 seconds when Waltham came down and tried to score. And she made a sprawling save, stuffing the ball. Now here's a nice chance for Winchester. Corinne Imperator, who's playing perhaps her best game of the season thus far. Using her speed, not slipping and sliding like several of the other players. Imperator has been all over the ball since the get-go here. Winchester's front line has been tremendous. Winchester already leading 3-0 and looking for more, smelling blood. Hoping to get into a second round matchup. Here's Nicole Malouf driving through the ball, driving through again. Stepped all the way up from her stopper right fullback position at this point with Smith back in the game at stopper. Denise Lindmark run off the ball, and here's DeSimone. Passes to Russo. Russo's got space. Nice strong cut by Russo, and she sends a right-footed shot through. Imperator can't get it with a win, but gets it back. There's Allison Lindmark, the freshman left winger. She had a lot of chances today. She's getting in position and getting good shots on. Bolin steps up. The wind kicks it a little bit up over her head, but Corkery there to cover her. Now Rocky Russo on the left wing. She's played a strong game today. She's still got time, still got space. Sends it middle to Chrissy Nowell. Lets it check up with the wind. Waltham wins it back, and here's DeSimone stopping the play. Winchester is dominating this game at Skillings Field. Waltham does not, they had one chance to score in the second half, and no disrespect towards the Lady Hawks, but Winchester is outclassing them in every aspect of the game. Best player in the field for Waltham has unquestionably been the goalie, Melissa Jones. She played a fine game. Has upwards of 20 saves at this point. Another chance for Winchester. It's right here is right in the middle to DeSimone. DeSimone's been ruling in the middle. She's had a strong game in the middle. Hasn't done much wrong. She's picked up an assist. A beautiful play to Levada earlier. Look at that strong throw. And Jones with a sprawling save on the Lindmark boot. Denise Lindmark, the tri-captain. DeSimone's a tri-captain. She's all over it with the thigh trap. And now Lindmark hops on the misplay. Skips over the Waltham defender and crosses it beautifully towards Imperator to Chrissy Nowell. Her shot goes wide. Corinne Imperator continues her strong play. Again, the rain lets up a bit, but the wind kicks up. Not beautiful soccer weather by any means, but still quite a few people have come out for this game and have stayed. And the Geese are back, of course. The Geese, realizing that this is their field more than anybody else's, have elected to stay and not let the game disrupt their activities. Rocky Russo through to Cara Bonacera off the bench. Cara, another senior from Winchester who has had an injury-plagued season. She got in against Woburn and played very effectively. She's playing up at center forward. She's had shin problems all season. Was expected to be a real contributor to the HMX this season. Good to see her in there for Chrissy Nowell at this point. Katie Nowell in there at the left wing. Everyone in, all hands on deck for the HMS. They'll have a few days after this win. Should they continue in this vein, they'll have a few days to rest up and recuperate from the horrible weather conditions out here. But this is tournament soccer. It's what it's all about. And they were not seeking shelter in the half. Some teams would look for a bus or a warm place to sit. They sat right out in the middle of the field on the wet ground and listened to Chris Scanlon tell them what was good and what was bad about their first half of play. There was a whole lot of good, though. Look at Rocky Russo working on the right side. Don't know where to begin with the excellent play of Winchester today. It's up and down the lineup. Absolutely up and down the lineup. The competition will grow more intense, though. A lot of people thinking that Winchester could meet Newton North in the North Final. Newton North, currently ranked #1 in the country. Where have we heard that before? Winchester currently ranked #9 in the country. And wouldn't that be a slugfest? Oh, nice crossing play by Winchester. Julie Russo playing so well the left wing. She wasted about 4 different defenders on that play. Stopped, cut, did it about 4 times, then sent a left-footed cross. Several players in front had a chance, but the header went high. Coach John Kelly knew before the game, the Waltham head coach knew before the game that he was up against it. Winchester played Waltham in 1990 in Winchester's outstanding season in the first round and beat Waltham 6-0, and Coach Kelly freely admitted that they were absolutely wiped out by Winchester. Winchester has played GBL teams 4 years straight in the first round. They had Peabody the last 2 years and easy shutout wins. DeSimone, another hard drive. DeSimone has stepped into the middle. Center midfield slot with Lindmark, sorry. Has stepped into the middle with DeSimone on the bench for a little rest. We're about 15 minutes into the second half of action. Winchester still holding their 3-0 lead. As much as they've dominated the game, their goals came in rapid succession late in the first half. Boom, 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 within about 5 or 6 minute span. Russo on a penalty kick. Imperator off a Russo cross, off an Orem terrific play to set the whole play on a corner kick situation. And then Levada finishing a beautiful pass from DeSimone and just rifling the ball inside the right post. Winchester's been threatened once. Amy Hoagland off the bench for the second half of action after Robat's first half, in which she didn't see a single ball. She touched the ball about 3 times, was never tested. Hoagland was tested immediately, came out, dove, and stuffed the best attempt by Waltham. So again, as it was in the first half, we said the wind really had nothing to do with the positional play of the field. The wind is strong, but it's a crosswind. It's just tending to tilt the play to one side of the field, but not one end of the field. And Winchester had the ball in the Waltham territory for 35 of the first 40 minutes, roughly. I mean, it came across maybe 2 or 3 times. And it's likewise in the second half. Since that first offensive spurt, what a beautiful shot by Lauren Corkery. Jumping on a loose ball and ripping it. That just missed, sneaking under the crossbar. Beautiful one-time shot by Corkery. Just like they teach it. Keep the head down over the ball and drive it through with the top of the arch. She did it right. Winchester players looking like sharks around a bloodied corpse at this point. They're ready to hop all over any misplay by Waltham, looking for more. It's never an intention of Chris Scanlon or Winchester to make a team look bad by blowing them out, but it can definitely set the tone for a good tournament run by putting a bunch of goals on the board and not allowing anything in the first game. It's been a hallmark of Winchester's successful seasons, is to really blow out their first round opponent and let them know, hey, we're Winchester and here we come. This might be one of those games where Kim Bolin actually gets a rest tonight. Maybe Corkery will get a rest tonight. Again, the Winchester ball girls getting quite a workout here. Waltham hanging tough despite the 3-0 deficit. Good throw in by Corkery. Goes out of play. Corkery have another chance, about another 30 yards down the field. It's a young Waltham team. We've talked about it before. It's almost all juniors, 2 top players just coming back from injuries. Haven't really been able to do much offensively, those good players. There's a nice crossing ball right there, and Imperator, like she's been all night, hopped all over it. Chris Scanlon has some decisions to make at this point. Look, Kelly Smith, we talked about the head balls and how strong she is with them. She just hit that ball about 35 yards in the air. You can hear her grunt and just really nail it with a forehead. She didn't let the ball hit her. She hit the ball, no question about it. And that's the difference between playing high-level competitive soccer right there. You drive through every ball. Waltham right now is just hanging on for dear life. Just trying to kick the ball out, keep it close. Corkery's probably 20th throw-in of the game. Her side of the field in this half is getting a lot of work with the wind slanting this way. Kim Bolin going back into the corner. Nobody near her. She'll have time to turn and make a play. Chooses Kelly Smith to Corkery. Look at how Winchester worked out of the corner. Comes Stevens. Julie Stevens throws it up to Chrissy Nowell as Chris Scanlon yells, great ball, great ball. Chrissy Nowell gets a shot on. Katie Nowell a chance. Katie Nowell's got a goal. Katie Nowell from Chrissy Nowell. The Nowell connection strikes again. They had a chance in the first half and just missed. Now Katie Nowell, who hadn't scored a goal in her varsity career before the season finale Tuesday against Woburn, scores her second goal in as many games, her first of the tournament. 4-0 Winchester advantage. What a superb play, started with Kim Bolin all the way down on the far end of the field. She chose Kelly Smith as her out with 3 Waltham offenders coming at her. Smith sent it up the wing to Corkery. Corkery up the wing to Stevens. Stevens up the wing to Chrissy Nowell, and you can hear Chris Scanlon yelling, great ball, Julie. Chrissy Nowell made a stutter step, got it, ripped it left-footed, it deflected off a Waltham defender, and Katie Nowell jumped right to the goal crease and banged it home past Melissa Jones. 4-0 Winchester. Katie Nowell, couldn't have happened to a nicer kid. Katie's a junior, Chrissy's a sophomore, and boy, wouldn't that be something if they start heating up as a duo in the middle. Katie in the past has been the replacement for Chrissy. Now they're playing together and hey, working magic out there. That goal came at the 20-minute mark of the second half here. There's another chance for the other team, and look at Hoagland came out, slightly misjudged it. That's going to cost them. That's going to be a goal, but it was 21 for Waltham. It's a mucky mess in front of the net, and Hoagland never could recover. Trying to get a number on that score there. Don't seem to have this player on our roster. Actually, it was Kristen Rock with the goal. She drove forward, jumped on a loose ball, and chipped it up and over Hoagland after Hoagland had made the initial save, but bobbled it. The wind, again, that was one of those, we'll give that a wind-aided goal on both ends of it. One, the ball that dropped short that she mishandled, and then the ball that carried over her head. It'll be interesting to see how Winchester reacts to this. It's a 4-1 Winchester lead now. That's 20 minutes into the half. Great save on the sidelines by a Winchester fan, stopping another Winchester fan from getting one right in the face. So it's now 4-1. Winchester over Waltham in this first round MIAA North Sectional Division I soccer game. There's another chance. Nicole Bonacera trying to make the play, and she gets pushed from behind. Bonacera showing good restraint there. Kept the player behind her. Did everything right. Winchester continues to outplay its opponent here. Here comes Chrissy Nowell again, and isn't she a terror in the open field? Sends it across to DeSimone. She's going to score here. Oh, she missed it wide left. It's a tumble of players in front of the goal. A Waltham sweeper, a Waltham goalie, and Jenna DeSimone all tumbled to the ground. They're all getting up slowly. Hopefully everyone's okay. DeSimone was just steaming ahead. Chris Scanlon out with Gildersleeve. Tana Gildersleeve, the Winchester trainer, to see what happened there. Chris Scanlon asked the official about the takedown in front. He felt DeSimone was taken down a little too rough. The official shoos him away. Chris Scanlon getting into it with the official right now. He's on the verge of being carded. He doesn't want to do that in the first round tournament game. Now with a 4-1 lead. He is not happy the way his all-star forward or halfback was treated, though. Jenna DeSimone is far too valuable a player to let players take shots at her, and I think that's what Chris Scanlon is claiming, that defender and goalie took her down much too roughly. I think Jenna's fine, though. She's a strong, tough girl. She can handle herself. And now DeSimone must leave the field due to the official saying that she has to be substituted for tournament rules or girls soccer rule that if the coach comes onto the field to check on a player, she must come out. It's a situation where people have abused the rule in the past and used it for extra timeouts, and here in a situation where it was just to check and make sure she was okay, and it ended up costing Winchester. Mooney throws it down the wing. We're just having a slight lull in its play, but it's, to be fair, there's about 2 starters remaining on the field for Winchester. Everybody's playing right through the lineup for the Sachems. Jen Mosier, a freshman recent call-up from the junior varsity, is back on defense. Chris Scanlon said she would give the team even more depth. Look at Rocky Russo just cruising through the middle, nobody near her. Chrissy Nowell now with it from Russo. Now back to Stevens, her shot, that's carrying high and out of play. About 17 minutes remaining here in the second half. 4-1 Winchester lead. And Winchester changes goalies again. Leslie Parks coming in to close it out. Amy Hoagland trots off the field. Winchester using all 3 goalies today. Melissa Jones, who's had a strong game in goal for Waltham despite the score. She's been tested often and come up big. You can hear the wind whipping here, the rain coming down. We're getting wet, no question about it. This is maybe football weather. I don't even know if it's football weather. Christina Rasek crashing through the ball there. She gets to it, sends it middle for Chrissy Nowell. Chrissy Nowell dummies it through to herself, dives through and makes the play. What a play by Chrissy Nowell. Waltham defender is down. Imperator now with an Imperator shot. Score, Corinne Imperator. Christy Nowell made that happen with exceptional power and strength. Nowell just ran through the ball twice, met up with a defender in the middle of the field and crashed through her, made the play, got it through. The defender for Waltham went down in a heap. She may be hurt. She's at center field. She's down right around the goal area. But Nowell, with exceptional physical play, drove the ball through, got a foot on it, avoided the collision, got it up to Imperator. Imperator carried it in, and around the 15-yard line, the goalie came out to beat her. She made one more juke and beat her. Second goal of the game for Imperator. So the right wing combination for Winchester, Imperator and Allison Levada, whom Imperator has been starting in place of due to Levada's injury, have been brilliant. They've scored 3 goals today. 2 by Imperator, 1 by Levada. And that's something that Chris Scanlon knows has got to be a strong point for them. That's Danielle Legros for Waltham, who's been injured. She's being taken off the field gingerly. We'll have about 15 minutes remaining when we resume here. 5-1 Winchester advantage. 2 goals by Imperator, 1 by Rocky Russo, 1 by Allison Levada. And 1, of course, by Katie Nowell, the 5th goal for Winchester. 1 slipping and sliding, wind-aided type of goal for Waltham on one of their very few offensive thrusts towards Winchester's end. Cut the score momentarily to 4-1, but Winchester responded with a quick goal, 5-1. It's darkness starting to overtake the field here, Skillings Field in Winchester. TV 19's coverage of the game of the week. The Winchester in this first round MIAA North Sectional Division I tournament. Excellent, excellent play for Winchester. Waltham has tried to stay with the Sachemettes, but they're just playing beautifully. It's almost a complete second unit on the field for Winchester right now. And as the saying goes, they would start for anyone. Sarah Stevens for Winchester. Making a big push toward the ball for Stevens, the junior fullback, who's playing up in the forward line right now. DeSimone is still on the field, and Chrissy Nowell still on the field, and Lindmark is still on the field, and Imperator, those are the stars. And Russo, 5 starters for Winchester, 6 substitutes. So Winchester's got its starting midfield in the game. The midfield has been such a strong point for Winchester all season. DeSimone goes out, Nowell goes out, Imperator goes out. Now it's down to 2 starters on the field for Winchester. And 9 players who can play for any team in the league. Five to 1 Winchester. About 13 minutes remaining in the second half here at Skillings Field. Winchester doing everything Coach Chris Scanlon wanted. Coming out strong. dominating the field positionally, technically, athletically. And they've got a 5-1 lead here, and they're looking for more. They took Waltham out of the game early to establish themselves, though they didn't score until the 32-minute mark when Russo scored on the penalty kick. But that just opened the floodgates. Mosier, the freshman, plays it up nicely, played by Mooney. Mooney was actually standing out of bounds, but made a strong play. Our apologies, that's actually Michelle Lentini, number 4. Allison Mooney wearing number 12. HMS have been substituting so much, it's very difficult to keep up with the play here. There's Christina Rasek in the middle to Lindmark. Mosier, the freshman. Tried to get to Lentini, but it tilted out of play. Rasek driving through the ball. Thrown across for Waltham. And Nicole Bonacera, playing sweeper at this point, steps up and makes the play. She's playing stopper, Nicole is. This is Allison Mooney with the ball. A nice cut back at the 18, a left-footed cross towards Stevens. Sarah Stevens couldn't quite catch up to it. Real strong first effort from Winchester here, no question about it. Up and down the lineup, they have been superb. This will be the 4th consecutive year that Winchester has defeated a GBL opponent in the first round. Supporters have long claimed that there's no question the Middlesex and the Bay State are the 2 top leagues. Here's Russo with a cross. Rocky Russo, who's had such an exceptional game. Throw it across for Katie Hood. There's Lindmark with another smoke from the middle. Lindmark's been firing all game too. She's looking extremely strong. Don't see any gingerness in her step today. Allison Levada got in today. It looked very good. Kelly Smith got in and looked very good. Cara Bonacera looked very good today. Rocky Russo has been one of the top players on the field. Jenna DeSimone was outstanding. Lindmark, another chance. She's patrolled the middle when DeSimone has gone out, and she's moved into the middle. Allison Lindmark doesn't have much to show point total, but she's been a force. She set up Winchester's first goal with her hustle play. Elizabeth Oram provided outstanding defense in the first half, particularly, and set up Winchester's second goal. Corinna Parator finished 2 plays very nicely. Once driving to the net, the second just a pure athletic play off a nice pass from Chrissy Nowell. Comes Rocky Russo winding up for a corner kick. Up and down the lineup, Winchester's been tremendous. Look at that kick. That's a perfect corner kick by Russo. Jones stepped up and made the play. Tries to catch Winchester asleep, but there's Mosier, the freshman, playing sweeper. Just called up from junior varsity. Chris Scanlon again told us she would get some time. And again, continuing in the crazy, some would say, idea of putting freshmen at sweeper in big games. Just shows you the talent, the depth of this Winchester unit. It's amazing. Winchester still working hard for every play. They have won every high ball. They've won every free ball. It's been a dominant showing by the HMS. There's Lindmark chipping it far. Rocky Russo lets it roll out, and we'll have a corner kick opportunity. This will probably be the end of the Winchester starters at this point. Lindmark comes out, and Russo comes out. Stevens in for Winchester. Julie Murphy in for Winchester, number 3. Short corner kick. Knocked out of play, but right back. Winchester, nice crossing ball. That could get in, folks. It doesn't. Meredith McGowan, number 19, with the corner kick there. Sophomore, defender, halfback. Nice corner kick. It came up a little shy, but she rushed, got the rebound, and threw it back across again. And Melissa Jones was able to make the play. Now this could roll in. Jones came out to try to stop a crossing pass. Stevens with a short side. Julie Stevens can't get to it. Nicole Bonacera misplays it, but there's Mosier behind her backing her up. And now Meredith McGowan with lots of time on the wing. Mooney with it. Mooney throws it towards the middle. Stevens towards it. Sarah Stevens crashing into the goalie. No call by the official. Time winding down here. About 2 minutes left before injury time kicks in. Probably about 4 minutes or so of injury and argument time in this game. So probably 6 or so minutes remaining. In a game like this with such a big lead, sometimes the officials let the clock run through injury time, though. They just want to get it over, get everyone off the field before anyone else gets hurt. It's a blowout. The conditions are terrible. Mosier, nice recovery by Mosier right there. The ball, the wind played tricks with that ball in a big way. Mosier was sort of laid out for it. Not much chance to do anything. Goes right out of play, and Winchester will come back the other way. Michelle Lentini's throw in. Off the foot of Waltham and out of play. TV 19's coverage of the game of the week. Here at a sloppy, sluggy, windy, wet, cold, yucky Skillings Field in Winchester. Hasn't been a lot of fun for the spectators, but they've enjoyed the show nonetheless. It's probably been a lot of fun for the Winchester players, leading 5-1 here. Coach Chris Scanlon got all of his players into the game as he had hoped to do, as he did Tuesday in the blowout 7-1 win over Woburn. And this could be Winchester starting to peak here. They started the season so strong, ripped off 7 quick wins, had the setback to Burlington, their only loss of the season. First loss in the league since '89 of all. Four full years there without a league loss. And since then, they've been on fire. They had a little bit of a slump perhaps, but they were still getting wins every single game. It was just the wins were 2-0 and 3-1 and wins like that as opposed to their traditional blowouts. 4 minutes remaining in the game here at Skillings. But in the last 2.5, 3 weeks of the season, Winchester really turned it up a notch in that end of the season game against Woburn to really showcase some talent. 6 different players scored for the Sachemets in a 7-1 win. Allison Lindmark potted 2 to get into double digits with 11 goals for the regular season. Be interesting to see when they announce League All-Stars. There are candidates from Winchester, freshman candidates, no question for League All-Star. As we said earlier, they've got a coach's gentleman's agreement not to release those names until the tournament has concluded. They don't want any feelings hurt for people that did or didn't make it. Well, they wouldn't want 2 players from opposing teams perhaps meeting and getting upset. Now the rain really comes down. It's been a steady drizzle and miserable conditions, and now it's pouring with 3 minutes left in the game. Not fun at all. But we're bringing it to you from TV 19. Christina Rasek, nice thigh move to get hit through. Julie Murphy off the sideline by Rasek.
Out of play, it'll be a Waltham throw in again. Murphy turned around and as the ball almost hit her. Another throw in for Waltham. Deflected back. Moja with it. One times it deep. Straight up in the air. Winchester showing a little bit of inexperience as far as playing together. They're really not calling some of the high balls and all. And so there's some near collisions happening, etc. But nothing major. 2 minutes remaining here in Winchester. The officials hoping to get this one over as soon as everybody else. Late in a game like this, some calls, simple handballs. The official was standing right next to me. Clearly saw two rather innocent handballs. Doesn't want to stop the clock at this point. It's to get it over with, let them play on. It's 5-1 Winchester. To review the Winchester scoring again, it was Rocky Russo at 32 minutes of the first half on a penalty kick. Corinne Imperator 2 minutes later on a cross from Russo. Nice play by Oram, Elizabeth Oram, to set the whole play up. That made it 2-0. 2 minutes or 3 minutes later, Jenna DeSimone set up Levada with a beautiful pass, and Levada ripped it inside the post for a 3-0 lead at the break. In the second half, it was Katie Nowell from Chrissy Nowell. On maybe one of the best plays we've seen this season. It started all the way down in the far corner from Kim Boland, and she sent it up 4 quick passes, a little bit of carrying. Chrissy Nowell made the cross to Katie. It deflected off a player. Katie was there. She banged it home for the 4-0 lead. Waltham scored to make it 4-1. Corinne Imperator finished the scoring to make it 5-1 on her second goal of the game. And that's where we stand with about a minute left, and we're just looking for more right now. But Jones, again, probably about 25 to 30 saves for Jones today. She's been outstanding for the Waltham Lady Hawks. Waltham's going to end its season at 9-7. Oh, nice play. The heavy-duty collision in front of us. Shell Lentini for Winchester ends up winning the ball. She made a beautiful dummy play to set that up. Turned around, got smashed by a Waltham player, and just jumped up and said, "Give me the ball, throw-in time." Just seconds remaining here in Winchester, thankfully. Winchester's gonna have a weekend to dry out, rest up, prepare for its second round matchup. Not sure who their opponent will be, as that game is being contested right now as we speak. Will more than likely be at a neutral site as opposed to here in Winchester. Could be here in Winchester. There it is, the chance for Winchester. Oh, another goal for Winchester. Julie Murphy gets this one. It's 6-1. Julie Stevens was in on the play. Julie Murphy finished it. It's 6-1 Winchester. They just bombed the net, about 4 across. They came towards the net. Jones came out, tried to make the play. It slipped off her. Murphy was there to pot it. 6-1 Sachemets. That was a real nice goal by the second unit. Winchester Soccer, drive the net. They've done it for years. Drive towards the net. You never know what might happen, what sort of rebounds may come. In the rain, it's pelting us. It's pouring, folks. We want to go home. It's just plain miserable. All right, I've said it enough. I'm sorry. So just after we finished what we thought was the final scoring summary of the day, Murphy joins in the parade to make it 6-1 Sachemets. Sachemets absolutely dominated this contest today. Just a brilliant first round showing. Exactly what Coach Chris Scanlon wanted to see. Look at this. This is another chance. That could float home, folks. Oh. Sarah Stevens, the left-footed cross, and the wind caught it and started to drive it up high. Hey, there's the final whistle here at Skillings Field in Winchester. Winchester High wins its first round MIAA tournament game, and they go crazy. Hugging Leslie Parks, the final goalie of the season of the game from Winchester. It was Robat, it was Hoagland, it was Parks, all three goalies getting in. 5 different players combining for 6 goals, led by Corinne Imperator's 2 goals. They outshot their opponent by at least 30 shots. And it was just a perfect way for Winchester to kick off this tournament. So, for TV19 coverage, I'm Jim McKenzie of the Winchester Star, saying goodbye, and we're getting out of this raid here. Final score in Winchester. Winchester Sachem at 6, Waltham Lady Hawks 1. Thanks for joining us.
White, come on! Come on, guys! Go, step on, step up. Right there.
Whoa.
Let's go, Peter!
Hello. He's up there. I think he's like, oh,
Come on, David! Let's go, White!
I don't know.
Gotta get out of here so they can score.
Oh, man. No, I definitely I haven't seen
Go, White! Win this in the air! Let's go!
oh. He hated it. That's on! What?
Up your man! Look around!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Where are they?